Claire wasn't in the mood for parties this year. She had just gone through a breakup and decided to spend New Year's Eve at home. Her phone buzzed with invitations from friends, but she ignored them. She just wanted to be alone. But as the night went on, Claire would realize she wasn't as alone as she thought. At first, Claire ignored the call. It was late and she wasn't in the mood to talk to anyone. But the phone rang again, and then again. Finally, she picked it up, her curiosity stronger than her caution. "Hello," Claire said, her voice unsure. The line crackled with static, but she could just barely make out faint whispers, words she couldn't understand. She repeated, "Hello?" louder this time. The whispers stopped, and a low, chilling voice finally replied, "I see you." The voice sent a shiver down her spine. She hung up the phone and quickly got up to check the locks on her door and windows. Everything was secure, but she still felt exposed, as if someone was watching her. Moments later, a loud knock echoed through the apartment. Claire froze. She hadn't heard anyone come up the stairs, and when she looked through the peephole, there was no one there. Another knock came, harder this time, making the door rattle slightly. Claire's phone buzzed again. This time, the caller ID showed her ex-boyfriend's name. Her heart sank. She hadn't spoken to him in weeks, and she almost didn't answer. But something about the timing made her pick up. "Hello?" she asked, her voice trembling. Instead of her ex, the same low voice from earlier answered, "You shouldn't have ignored me." Claire's stomach turned. She hung up the phone and turned it off, but the fear wouldn't leave her. Claire sat in silence, trying to calm down. But then she heard it, a soft creak. Her bedroom door, which she had left closed, was now slowly opening. Her breath caught in her throat as she stared at the dark space beyond the doorway. Panicked, Claire grabbed a kitchen knife and tried calling her best friend, but the call wouldn't go through. The screen displayed a call failed message, and a deep sense of dread settled over her. It felt like the walls were closing in. Without warning, the TV turned on. Static filled the screen, but every few seconds Claire saw flashes of something. Distorted faces with hollow eyes and wide, gaping mouths. She backed away, her heart pounding in her chest. The room was plunged into darkness as the power suddenly went out. Claire's breathing grew louder in the silence, and she felt completely alone. But deep down, she knew she wasn't. Something was there with her. Claire locked herself in the bathroom, her only source of light a small candle. She tried to steady her breathing, but then she heard it, slow, deliberate footsteps approaching the door. They stopped right outside, and she held her breath, praying it wouldn't find her. The door burst open, and the candle went out, leaving Claire in complete darkness. She screamed, expecting to see someone or something. But the doorway was empty. Still, she could feel it, the oppressive presence growing stronger. Claire couldn't take it anymore. She ran out of the apartment, her knife still in hand. But when she reached the building's glass door, she froze. Her reflection wasn't hers. It was a twisted, hollow-eyed version of herself, staring back with a cruel smile. The next day, a neighbor stopped by Claire's apartment to check on her. But the place was empty, as if no one had lived there for years. The only thing left behind was her phone, sitting on the floor, still displaying the unknown caller's number.